Hi there! If you ever wanted a Sony Smart TV but were worried that it's pricey, well this one is for you. Here is the newly launched 65-inch Sony Bravia X75L. Now this is the 2023 variant of the X75 series and is priced at just 87,390. Yup, a 65-inch Sony Bravia TV running the latest Google TV OS under 90,000. It's also available in smaller sizes which will be a lot more affordable. There's a 43-inch, there's a 50-inch, there's a 55-inch and the 65-inch. The X75 range is a no-frills yet packed smart TV offering a premium viewing experience. It comes with Sony's X1 processor, there's HDR10 support, there's native Apple AirPlay support, the Bravia Core app is here which I think is too good. Now, I've been using this TV for over 2 weeks, so let me share my experiences starting with a quick unboxing. So the big brown box returns. Here is the retail packaging. Some key features are mentioned below. On the side are the manufacturing details, the contents of the box and the MRP of 1,39,900. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Do not unbox this TV on your own. Firstly, it will void the warranty and you could also damage it. Sony will be sending a technician to your doorstep, they will unbox it and completely set it up for you. The wall mount bracket isn't included in the box, but it will be provided free of cost during installation if you need one. So inside the box you have the TV itself, then you have some paperwork that includes the warranty card, then you have the reference guide, then there's a list of service stations all across the country, and there's a quick setup guide. 2 plastic clips for cable management, 2 metal stands, really good quality, and the part to notice is that the top part is fully metal, the lower part has a shell of plastic but inside it's metal, and it has this really nice raw texture finish which looks really nice. Super solid and really good quality stands. 2 AAA batteries for the remote, and finally the Bravia TV remote. Now this is a Bluetooth/infrared remote, really nice minimalistic design. Right on the top is the power button, the input button, D-pad to navigate, back button, home button, Google Assistant button, volume up and down, then you have the settings button, pause play, shortcut keys for Sony Live, Netflix, Disney Hotstar, Prime Videos, YouTube and YouTube Music. This too comes with this textured design which looks really cool. So we have fixed the stands and placed the TV on the table. Trust me, it's huge and looks gorgeous. The bezels are quite slim on all the sides. It's made of plastic and have this raw texture matte finish which blends in with the display. The lower bezel too is quite slim with Sony branding right in the center. The stands need a special mention. Slim wedge shape which gives the device a very cool look. It's amazing to see the Sony engineering when it comes to the stands. They really stand out. The distance between the two stands is 46 inches. Will be helpful for those who want to place the TV on the table. Moving to the back. So it screams premium all the way. The frame is made of metal with box-like texture below. You can also spot the Bravia branding here. Towards the left is the power input port, while all the rest of the ports are on the side, while some are at the back. On the side is a dual USB-A port, 3 HDMI ports, a headphone jack and antenna. Then on the back is an AV composite input for old set-top boxes that lack HDMI output. Then there's Ethernet and optical. When it comes to the ports, Sony has it all. Most often used ports like USB, HDMI and the headphone jack are on the side for easy access. The HDMI 3 port supports eARC, so technically it will also support Dolby Atmos soundbars for digital audio experience. Let's have a quick look at the specifications. So it's powered by Sony's X1 processor. This is a 4K display with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. It's an IPS panel with 60Hz refresh rate, HDR and HDR10 support, Apple AirPlay support, that comes with 20 watt sound output with Dolby audio, and it's also running the latest Google TV OS. Alright, let's dive into the main deal, the display. So here's a 4K HDR video and it looks stunning. The X1 processor clubbed with the X Reality Pro truly enhances the viewing experience. The colors are punchy and vibrant when needed, but at the same time not oversaturated. It's a delight to watch HDR content on this huge canvas. Every pixel is crystal clear. Blacks, however, aren't its strongest forte. You can notice that blacks are slightly grey at times, while surprisingly at times they were pitch black. We also did a dimming test. We didn't see any white trails or light bleeds at all. Thanks to an IPS panel, the viewing angles on this TV are perfect. No shift in color or tones even when viewed from an acute angle. When it comes to the brightness, Sony doesn't share any numbers. But I can tell you that HDR content absolutely pops. In fact, here's a dark scene from a movie, and here you can see every detail is so clear. This is the power of X Reality Pro. It reduces noise and enhances every moment, giving you a really satisfying viewing experience. Isn't TV watching all about that? You don't care about the specs or the hardware while you're watching your favorite movie. All you want is a fun experience, and that's where Sony never disappoints. Then there's also Motion Flow XR support, which basically is MEMC, where the footage becomes so much more smoother. It's ideal while watching documentaries or sports content. You can further adjust it from the advanced picture settings as per your preference. Though I highly recommend you turn off this feature while watching movies. Then we also connected our set-top box. Both SD and HD channels look brilliant. They're sharp, it's clear. If you watch a lot of content using a set-top box, the X75L's upscaling is pretty good. Then we also played some 4K videos from our pen drive, and everything worked perfectly. You can scrub back and forth pretty quickly using the remote shortcut keys. It's so handy. Coming to the OS. So here's Sony's Google TV experience at its best. Full screen carousel looks even more stunning on a 65-inch screen. Further below you can see the apps row. All popular apps come pre-installed. Further below, recommended content from multiple OTT apps. I must say, the interface is buttery smooth and extremely well optimized. When you go into the settings, into the storage option, 9.4 GB of total usable space, out of which 6.6 GB is free, which is decent enough to install apps and games. Though I think 32 GB would have been ideal, 16 GB is also fine. You can install apps and games from the apps section, and there are over 10,000 that can be downloaded. Everything you need is here. Then quick settings is one of my favorite features on the Bravia TV. It pops up from the bottom. You can quickly access your settings. Then picture settings, you can toggle the modes directly. You can adjust the brightness from here. Then power saving mode, high, low, off, you can set it as per your preference. Then sound settings, then speakers where you can choose TV speakers or audio system. You can toggle off your Wi-Fi, you can connect to Bluetooth. Then there's a picture off setting. Then you can set sleep timers, you can set alarms. It's so handy. All quick settings at your fingertips. We also tested the Netflix app, and it's super smooth and easy to navigate. You can find tons of HDR content on Netflix, and it looks amazing. Super crisp, vivid, and maintaining excellent clarity. Check that out. However, something to remember, this TV lacks Dolby Vision support. So if that's your priority, I suggest you check out the Sony Bravia X82L. By the way, I've reviewed that as well. You can find the link of that video in the description. But for most people, HDR10 experience is more than adequate. You can find HDR content on YouTube, on Netflix, on Prime Videos, on Hotstar, and so many more streaming platforms. Then there is this exclusive movie streaming app for new Sony TVs, the Bravia Core app. You can find a huge collection of Sony movies and a lot of new movies as well. When you log in for the first time, you get 5 credits which you can use to redeem to watch movies, and then that movie is free to watch for life. It also supports Pure Stream, where the quality of the content is absolutely next level. Check it out yourself. Then you can also rent a movie once you run out of credits. But don't worry, there is still a lot of content here which is completely free. So enjoy the most of it. The X75L can be voice controlled using an Alexa or Google speaker. You can set it up from the app on the TV. Remember, you will need a smart speaker for that voice control to work, because this TV doesn't come with a mic. But what comes with the mic is this remote. So you can simply press this Google Assistant button and ask it for the weather, general trivia questions, or even launch apps. Always convenient. Then there's also Bluetooth support, so pair your favorite earphones and enjoy audio wirelessly without disturbing anyone in the room. Then one of my favorite features is native Apple AirPlay support. So firstly, you can mirror your iPad, your Mac or iPhones directly to the TV. It's absolutely lag-free and super clear. You can also AirPlay a video from the phone to the TV, and it works so well. Above that, you can even control pause play directly from your phone, which is so cool. Now the way I use AirPlay the most is play music from my phone where I AirPlay it to the TV. Now the audio plays on the TV speakers, and the best part, you can turn off the display from the quick settings and let the music continue. So you save power. Now some might say, why AirPlay the music? Just connect it via Bluetooth. Well, the biggest benefit is high fidelity audio with AirPlay, and at the same time you can receive phone calls and notifications, and it doesn't stop or pause like it would when it's connected over Bluetooth. So AirPlay support is a big thumbs up for me. Coming to gaming. So we did install Asphalt 8 from the app section. However, remember, some games might need a Bluetooth gamepad to work. We did connect one of our gamepads, and the experience was so much fun. Not a single drop frame or lag. I can easily vouch that any game that you download from the App Store will work perfectly fine on this TV. The device also supports auto low latency mode, which is also known as ALLM. It allows the TV to automatically switch into gaming mode when a gaming console is connected. It's basically a feature to reduce input lag, and the best way to test that is when connecting a PS5. And I must say, it worked really well. 4K 60fps gaming is super fluid. It's bright and so crisp. The TV also supports HDR tone mapping, which makes sure that whites don't get blown away and every detail is clearly visible. If you already have a PS5, then the X75 is by default designed to work perfectly with it. By the way, there is an amazing combo deal with the Sony Bravia TVs and PS5, which I suggest you must check out. I'll leave the link in the description. Finally, coming to the audio. So the whole X75 series comes with 20 watt sound output. There are 10 watt 2 speakers which are downfiring, and Sony calls them open baffle speakers. Time for a quick demo.
Why wear the trick? We all have our secrets. You just didn't get to yours yet.
I know, when most of you heard 20 watt speakers on a 65-inch TV, are they really that good? Well, they actually sound pretty good. It's not the loudest, but still enough to fill a medium-sized room like this. Also, I must add, the audio fidelity is quite good. It's overall very clear and the vocals are crisp. However, if you really want to enjoy a good audio experience, I would recommend you invest in a Sony soundbar. I'll link a few in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. Alright, final thoughts. So the X75L is a simple yet functional smart TV. It doesn't go over the top with the features, but provides the ones that provide a satisfying viewing experience. Clearly, the market is flooded with cheaper 65-inch TVs than this. But only a Sony fan will understand that good quality goes a long way. And this one is easily recommended. As mentioned earlier, it's available in 4 sizes. There's 65-inch, 55-inch, 50-inch and 43-inch. The 65-inch variant is currently retailing for 87,000. I'll share the link of all the sizes along with their prices in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.